Level 800, CD2, Track 9. Exciting Activities. Alaskan Ice Climbing.
There's only one thing that's certain about the weather in Alaska. It changes all the time. Sometimes there's rain, sometimes there's wind, and sometimes there's snow. Sometimes the weather is just fine, with lots of sunshine. On one particular day, there's rain and fog all the way from Denali National Park to the town of Talkeetna. There, a group of visitors is planning to fly onto a glacier. They then want to ski down the glacier, but the weather has other plans. The group really wants to get to the glacier to ski. "So can we go today?" one of them asks. But the answer is not a good one. Not until the pilots are comfortable with the weather," replies their guide, Colby Coombs. He then explains that the clouds are too low, so the group cannot fly. It's too unsafe. Colby Coombs and Caitlin Palmer are both experienced mountain guides. They run a climbing school. They teach beginner climbers and help experienced climbers to reach the top of Denali. Denali is a mountain that is also known as Mount McKinley. It's the highest mountain in North America. Colby and Caitlin are both very good climbers. They're not usually doubtful when they're in the mountains, but even they won't take a small plane out in bad weather. "It's kind of ornery weather," says Colby. "You usually have to factor in a day or two to put up with bad weather." So, Colby and Caitlin decide on another plan. Instead of taking the group to ski down a glacier, they will take them to climb up one. They plan to take the group to a glacier that they can drive to in the car, the Matanuska Glacier. Matanuska is a very big glacier. It's 27 miles long and 2 miles wide. The name Matanuska comes from an old Russian word for the Athabaskan Indians who live in the area. The glacier is in a low area that has many trees around it. It formed 2,000 years ago, but it's always moving and changing. It's also always difficult to climb. The group gets ready to climb one of the Matanuska Glacier's formations, a 30-foot wall of ice. At the base of the wall, Caitlin explains how to climb it, and it's not going to be easy. "The most stable you're going to be is when you have all the points of your crampons sticking on the ice," says Caitlin. Caitlin then suggests ways to use crampons. They can help people climb up ice securely and safely. "Front points in, heels down," she says. "And if you're going to place a tool," she adds, "place it really solidly." The hike across Matanuska is beautiful, but it can also be very dangerous. One summer, a young man fell into an opening in the ice called a cirque and died. There are also stories of beginner hikers who get lost and almost die from the cold. In addition, there are crevasses everywhere. The climbers have to be careful. They could easily fall in. If they fall into a crevasse, it will be very difficult to get out. Perhaps it will be impossible. The group walks slowly and carefully across the glacier. It's very cold. They have to keep moving to stay warm. Finally, they reach solid ice. They're at the heart of the glacier at last. At this point, the climbers have a wonderful view. They can see a glacial lake with many seracs in the background. Seracs are large pieces of blue glacial ice that stick up in the air. The glacier creates these seracs as it slowly moves. Colby explains that an area with many seracs is called an icefall. He also adds that the seracs can make the area unsafe. This is because they are very big and may fall. He says that a good climber would not hike below an icefall. It's just not safe. The group enjoys climbing the glacier. It's hard work, but Colby and Caitlin make it look easy. It's a very special feeling when the members of the group reach the top of another ice wall. "Okay, I made it," says one of the beginner climbers happily. Alaska is home to a large number of glaciers, about 100,000 in total. The people in this group can now say that they have successfully climbed one of them, Matanuska. Now, they only have 99,999 more glaciers to climb.